Welcome. I'm just like, what's happening? I'm so confused. Friends, to Exploding Dice, your Geek IO live flavor role-playing podcast. I am your host and dungeon master, CJ.
Host with the most. Ghost host with the most.
That most. Joining me, as always... She has a mouthful. Hi, Kira!
So mean.
We have... Let's do this differently this time. We have... He has a mouthful. Drink. Damn it.
It's not a mouthful enough.
We all are great at this.
Hi, Scott.
Hey.
Hi, Rachel.
Hi!
Hi, Delbert.
Hello, hello, hello.
Thank you for finally catching on to it.
Oh, I get it.
All my friends are dead.
So, last time on Exploding Dice,
Things blew up.
we sent a squirrel into a mine.
Squeak
poor
Jester.
squirrel.
Squeak, squeakity, squeak, squeak, squeaking.
Successfully sent a squirrel down a mine, so there's that. Hasn't came back yet.
No.
Is that anything like diving in a rabbit hole?
Yes.
Mm.
Scroll down a mine hole?
Yes.
Hot dog in an elevator shaft?
Aw.
We
Or hot dog down a hallway, take your pick.
we got some character talking. It was nice. It was a nice episode. No one died yet.
Well, nobody died on camera.
That's true.
All my friends are dead.
Speaking of our friends, let's take a quick minute to hear from our sponsors before we get into the action. Stay tuned.
I'm worried about Spec.
Poor Speck. I knew him well.
Welcome back.
My one question is, what's Speck's ethnicity?
Now, part of me almost went super bad. Like, really horrible. Like, off camera, I would have told you. On camera.
I mean, is he Irish? Is he German? Is he Italian?
On camera, we will call him a...
He's Speck the Italian plumber man?
He's Spec the half-orc.
But he's part of a dwarf mining crew.
Hi-ho!
That also has a dragon.
And a halfling.
So,
It's not a dwarven mining crew, it's just a mining crew. Whoever's stupid enough to go down to the mine. I mean, brave enough to go into the mine.
I mean,
But,
tomatoes
Curious. No, we'll call it curious.
There we go, that's a good
Yeah,
word. That's a
yeah,
good word.
yeah.
But yeah,
But yeah.
Dwin and Peru Run bolted back and had some fun trying to get back to the mine. And, found out that it was nobody there, and he was sad.
Well, no.
It was the end.
There's
Dwin learned there might be consequences, and then it wasn't her fault.
Or it is her fault.
Or it is her fault.
More than
Aw,
likely.
poor
We don't know
Dwin.
yet until we can confirm or deny the spirit storm.
Exactly. Well, it's not necessarily Spirit Storm that would have eaten them. Or maybe eaten them.
Could have brought something that could have.
Possibly, maybe.
if it is
or
a
not.
spirit storm.
I mean,
Or
animals
you could have
could've
opened
bribed with
path
cookies.
to,
You're gonna-
say, a Balrog. Or something like that.
Yes, a Balrog at this level.
You never know with you.
I
Not-
mean, CJ, this is you.
very
DM.
true.
Not even Pride's that high a level to Gandalf that
Again, it's you.
I'd like to point out the fact that you sent
Exhibit
me up
A.
against mine.
shit.
Is the DM?
Alright. So, it is the next morning.
Don't encourage him, please.
Funk.
I'm saying he's gonna do it again.
I was really excited. He did it.
So tell me he's gonna do it again. Please tell me he's gonna do it again.
No.
Twang, seriously. Do you do this for yourself?
Tink.
I'll take that as a no.
Wait, we don't have that character anymore. That
No.
he's not with us anymore.
No. So, yeah, next morning, and Twang wakes you all up. Beside you is a squirrel sleeping.
Hey, it made it back.
Oh no.
Oh, thank God. McSqueakers is alive.
Jester.
Chester McSqueakers.
Chester. No,
New animal familiar.
Actually.
Alright, she can do it.
She changed her spells, but she didn't do that one. Bummer.
What, no animal friendship?
No, she chose not to.
Aww,
I
sad
know.
face.
Well, yeah.
But yeah, the squirrel is sleeping next to you.
She's kind of like squeak it in, squeak.
It wakes up and bolts.
Oh no. She gets out some
It's
cookie.
squirrel. It's gone.
This isn't giving Mouse a cookie.
She probably has other food, but yeah, everyone likes cookies. Well,
Give us
Scooper
a sock.
Scooper.
Well, squirrel made it back at least, so it relayed the message.
Oh.
It could have relayed the message to a corpse.
Yeah, it could have relayed a message to a corpse.
Oh.
It relayed the message.
Lynn, what did you do?
She did what she thought was right. Alright. Hold on a second. So, read me this flaw of yours, please.
Which one?
The flaw.
Which one?
That's always.
I'm gonna need that 3-page document sent.
The flaw that makes
it's been
things
by
appear
Monday.
and disappear.
That's frightening.
Or whatever, your weird...
That's not a flaw.
Change.
That's just a part of her personality.
Oh.
It's a quirk.
Mm-hmm. That's a quirk.
She just changes things.
Oh.
She just likes to change things
Oh, okay.
as per her deity.
I wonder if she changed anything in her sleep.
I don't know. That's possible.
Sleep changer.
What are you rolling?
What did you do?
Oh, that's never a good sign.
Alright.
Oh no.
She didn't mean to do anything. She's just sleeping.
Alright. Pride starts breaking down camp. What little camp there was, which is basically just a bonfire and...
A stone bed.
Yeah.
Well, theoretically, she still hasn't come out of the stone bed.
So does that mean
No,
cannot?
'cause it only needs an arm. Yeah, no, she comes out and then puts it back.
I was kind of hoping Pride would just destroy it.
Fred-
Oh, man!
Goddamn teenagers! Can you leave a message on the wall here to let them know that you came? Or that you were here, just in case. I doubt
I
it.
came to give y'all hugs, but Joe weren't here.
Yeah. I mean, I can druid craft something, or I can make a giant message with mold earth.
Just hi.
That's what I'm imagining,
Twin
actually.
was here, and giant 5-foot cube.
How are you?
Goes into the earth. Watch out! I made a moat.
We just see this made a moat. Wait, you made a moat? When?
So,
You didn't have watch last night.
alright. Probably just pack, when he finishes up packing, he just starts walking. Like, there's only
She
one way
could,
to
she
go.
could like druid craft like a picture of herself and just leave it.
Perfect.
And then on a piece of paper from her thing, write a message.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sure Amos will love this.
Assuming he is alive.
It is now the minds of
Ha. No. She's not evil.
Yet.
We will corrupt her soon enough. So, yeah. What's the marching order going into the mines?
I mean, Dwayne kind of knows where to go and can make light for those who can't see, so she could be up front.
Okay.
Can you make light?
No.
I can see in low light, so.
Yeah, the tobaccos have dark vision, so.
I'm a cleric. I'm going to follow it from the rear.
No.
And have light at the back that way, just in case.
Pride's gonna be up front with Gwen to make sure she doesn't die.
What? Do we need to go stealthy?
I mean, it's up to you guys. Are you going stealthy?
Do we need to go stealthy? I have passed that trace. Prepared. Because I wasn't sure. Everyone was talking about being quiet, so.
If shit gets hairy, I can go ahead and step as well.
I mean, if you guys are going stealthy, just roll me some stealth rolls then.
No.
And are you casting fast without trace?
Yeah.
Alright, add 10 to your roll.
Alright.
I like this one. This one does not like me.
Great.
Net one!
I can't
Woo!
wait to roll mine.
25.
I've hit the step.
What was that?
25.
Nice.
So I just disappear. Literally.
21!
You're all looking at me and suddenly I'm gone.
The only person who actually appears anywhere is me.
And he's like,
Is
hi guys!
that,
Clank, clank,
25,
clank.
is that 25 before the 30? Or before the 10?
I
No,
dropped
that
my
was
hammer.
added with everything on there. So it would be 15. For
Okay.
I'm sorry,
I have a
16
nat
and
one.
6,
I just
22.
failed outright.
That's fine.
25.
Alright. Pride rolled a 33.
I rolled a 33.
At least I'm in the back.
Yeah, exactly. So, for the most part, like, everybody is, like, kind of gets ahead of you a little bit, and you realize what they're trying to do, and you hang back a bit just because you realize that mines aren't really your forte.
Mm-hmm.
So and also you're very tall. So, while Pride is getting down and able to get into a prowler stance, you are kind of trying to avoid hitting your head, and hit your head more than once and probably swear loudly.
Fuck!
Actually, in fact, yes, you hit your head and swear loudly more than once.
Oh, why are we in this stupid thing?
I mean, I can make it. Not be.
Yeah, but then you'd be not stealthing.
Oh, yeah. Breaks good stealth like that. Just kidding.
So, yep, you guys kind of make your way into the mine. Slowly, stealthily, screaming loudly.
Hello.
Thankfully, like, the rest of the rolls were high enough to kind of outweigh yours. Like, you start to scream and Pride just literally shoves his hand in your face. Shut up.
Hand off face.
Shut up.
Make it taller, please.
Duck.
Quack.
Quack.
Hello.
Dead.
Fuck.
Fuck.
Quack.
So you get down to where the mine, the door, or where you guys were mining.
Door.
The door, yes.
Oh, no.
The mine that you guys made, where
Yeah.
you guys were,
She
Yeah.
made.
is
With a wall.
so yours, your pad, the
My
other
blue?
pad, yes,
Wait,
it's there. The other one's been caved in.
wait.
The main
The
one
one that you didn't do.
Oh, wait, the one.
that they were working on is caved in.
Good.
What do we see? Well, I'd like to observe.
Alright.
Because we have light.
Perception,
you gotta give me some
23.
perceptions.
Yeah, like how?
19 plus 5. 25.
Numbers.
24.
20.
13.
That's-
Wait, that was a 10 a
Actually,
second
no.
ago. What happened? No, it's worse.
What happened? Now it's worse.
11. It was a
Geek-io.net.
So, what do I see with 27?
Alright, so, yeah, she gets you to the point where she's like, alright, here, and she's
Yeah.
being very careful and, like, not touching anything. Here, here. That's what I
God,
made.
she's not changing anything.
I made that. Yay. This is...
pretty much.
And it is a... kind of a very obvious cave-in. You are having a hard time telling if it was natural or made. You are seeing that it's kind of going toward you guys, so it probably came from the other side.
Oh.
Do I notice any anything that would have been of the mining team just in case, or obvious creatures?
There are some...
No organics.
There are some equipment there.
Or
Like-
squirrel holes.
Are there any
There
squirrel
are, there are
tracks?
no squirrel holes.
What?
There are squirrel tracks, yes.
Oh.
Which way did squirrel tracks lead going
Came
in?
up, saw, went back, goes back towards her bloop.
So message was never received. Unless they were there.
No, it would have been 24 hours if the message was never received.
Then Squirrel never actually succeeded in his job.
No, Squirrel would not come back.
Yeah, you wouldn't have seen it again.
Squirrel would come back after 24 hours.
So, at least they're
Squirrel took a
not
long
in the
time.
cave-in,
That is
but they were here
Sorry.
at one point in time.
Oh.
Are there? Do we notice any? Do I notice any tracks in this area besides the squirrel tracks?
I mean, there are boot prints, signs of work here.
Any signs of struggle?
Not that you can see.
Are we in the? Are we in the bloop? Or
No,
are we in the straight path
you're in
that
the
she
straight
made
path.
them? Okay, but yeah, he made her fix. Alright.
Yeah, you're in the fixed path.
Yeah.
Not the made path. You do see... Yeah, you rolled really fucking high.
Mm-hmm.
You see several sets of smaller footprints coming up and back the bloop.
Guys, in particular, Dwayne, this bloop that you talked about last night, there seems to be tracks in it.
And it's a large amount of smaller footprints, so it's hard to tell how many, and none of them really have unique
Characters.
So
characteristics.
they're blended between multiple different types.
Right.
I don't like the way this looks.
Are
You
these
do have-
owlbear tracks?
Yeah, are they like footprints? Well,
Give
we
me-
wouldn't have seen them.
Give me nature checks. Actually, you rolled a 20, right?
Oh,
you can give me a nature check, too.
Freaking 11. I'm gonna do a nature check.
4.
I'm good at nature!
I'm good at nature.
I am horrible at nature.
I'm a 12.
12. What'd you get? Not one?
1.
So,
One higher than me.
Point out the tracks.
you can kind of...
I see dirt.
I
you
think her
can-
too.
Look at the pretty dirt.
It's pretty.
It's pretty.
humanoid.
I wonder if we can get a shiny owlbear from here.
Humanoid tracks.
But the non.
Now, and you do notice that you three do also notice that there are some dragging going back towards the way too.
Dwayne's just got her ear like on the collapse apparently. She's not paying attention to this at all. She's like, can I hear it?
Dwayne, come on!
What?
Can I hear anything through that?
Yeah, like, is that why we can hear it?
Amos, can you hear me?
Do you want to build a mine, man?
I was gonna go.
Do you want to come
Amos.
inside?
Amos. Amos. Do you want to build a mine, man?
A mine shaft.
All right. So what are you guys doing?
Listening for people.
I'm kind of stuck on the, because it's very obvious. The dragging marks would probably be real obvious. Compared
Yeah,
to
it
footprints.
is. Yeah, it looks like something heavy was.
So at
dragged.
this point,
Maybe it was stabbed.
Peruan being Peruan is probably going, Why is there an ass?
There seems like
Or
two
maybe
cheeks
it's a
going this
head.
way.
Oh no.
It's either two cheeks or a head.
Yes.
Why do you know this?
Why do you not?
Oh, I do, but it's either or at this point. I mean, we've got apparently halflings and dwarves down here.
Ugh.
And of course a dragon spaniel.
In half-orc. Spec.
Don't kill me,
And Spec, the half-orc.
Something.
Spec.
Spec. No, sorry, not half orc. He would be a Earth Genasi. Actually, no. Yeah, Earth Genasi. Let's call him Earth Genasi.
Yes, because the Genasi are not gods in this one.
No. That is in the home game. Genasi are just people. Elemental people.
I can keep them separated. Look at that.
Alright, so you guys heading down the bloop?
I'm
tracks?
I'm following the ass cheeks. The drag cheeks. The cheek drag.
Alright, so as you guys get into the...
This sounds like it's going to be a pain in the butt.
You guys get into her maid tunnel.
The bloop.
And it's very chaotic in here. Like, whereas before it was a nice line, properly picked out, it is kind of chaos in here. Now, the problem is, there was lights going where you were.
Oh,
There's not lights now. I'm letting you keep your stealth rolls, pending you guys don't have a light source.
I have a light source, but then again, I had the nat 1, so...
I have dark vision, so...
I don't know what my stuff is.
'Cause I theoretically don't have dark vision. This is allowing me to see down here and check the tracks.
I have a torch.
So are
Theoretically, you're a dragon torch with that fireball in your hand.
Can I do that without lose my stealth?
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
That's, can I like
But
do a
I'm
tinder?
in the back,
I have a
so
tinder
I'm...
box and a torch, so can I like do that, or is that also lose
That would,
stealth?
you're still lighting a torch.
No, but I was gonna do it with magic. I was gonna do it with just tinder.
You're still lighting a torch.
Okay,
And making sparks.
okay.
Why don't we have a canary?
Tink.
This is why you shouldn't eat while playing.
CJ?
Yes.
Can I make my sword the green flame blade? Without drawing attention to myself? Or breaking...
No.
I'm theoretically the only source of light right now. If any other source of light comes into play, things are going to be noticed.
So you get to walk at the front. You go.
Nope, I'm staying in the back. You guys can see in the dark, I can't.
Run and I will take
No, if I can see
the
in
front.
You will probably
see
just
in the
take up
front,
the
that's
entire front.
I mean, I'll follow you.
The rest of you stay. The rest of you follow behind.
I'll be third.
We're following behind the behind to follow the behind.
So go down. Nothing. Nothing. You get to a point where you finally get to where this is where you stopped.
With the blue?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, you stopped at this point.
That was cobalt, not kobold. Like I kept thinking you were
Yes.
saying last time. I'm like,
Kobold.
kobold
I'm
in the
starting to
walls?
wonder if this is lapis.
And the blue veins start to appear where you stopped. Because you saw super shiny that you didn't know and then stopped.
Yeah.
So you got the nice, icy, dark ice blue veins coming from... There was a wall there when you stopped.
There's not a wall.
No. It just keeps going. It keeps going, and
What do you mean it keeps
there's
going?
kind of a drop at the end of it.
Oh, the blue.
That's not my blue.
It's the Energizer blue. It keeps going and going and going.
Now the veins kind of make this really cool, intricate pattern as they kind of loop towards towards this mouth, basically this hole. It's kind of it's more of an incline than an actual just pure drop.
Is it a mouth or is
No,
it
it's
like?
not a mouth.
Listen.
Hey, that's what the openings of holes are called sometimes.
Well, yeah, I know, but I was just thinking that'd be pretty cool if it was like a mine mouth and it just ate miners.
Well, can now roll for initiative.
And Dwin said this does work.
He said it went down and then it dropped. I was like, oh, so like mouth and throat, and then
I mean, kinda, but it's more of like, I mean, your throat's not perfectly down
Right.
either. It's kind of slanted. It's a very sharp slant.
Then again, this distinction does work for Dwin.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, it does. Yeah, in character, it's But
I didn't do
when
it.
Pride gets to where a safe distance from where the drop is, he holds his hand up and stops Perun from coming.
is it like cleanly made?
Yes, actually.
Yeah, I definitely didn't do this.
Yeah, the chaos that you guys were in, kind of.
Is it like Perun looks back and goes,
Yeah, and it's night.
yeah, I don't think you made that.
It's night and day. Like her chaos, like Minecraft looking, taking things out. Because you do it in squares. So it's like, it's literally like Minecraft picking things out. Like,
You're on my
we've
server
gone
right
from
now, I'm making a
8-bit
mess.
To current gen
yeah,
systems.
you go from NES graphics to PS4 Pro.
Legit.
Cool.
And the veins kind of go down. And as you look over towards the mouth, the hole, it
Even
becomes
more.
less rock and more actual looking like ice as the further down you go. And it's
there's lots of shinies
almost
down there.
illuminated.
Oh.
Does it have like?
I'd like to investigate the mouth without going any further, just to see what
Okay.
I can see with the light.
Sure.
So it goes from the blue to like an almost ice. Is it cold?
Yes. Like, the closer you get to the mouth, is almost it is
24?
very cold coming out. 24?
Mm-hmm.
So,
She wants to touch it.
you don't notice anything, like, other than what was already shown to you and what you're already seeing there. It is suspiciously empty. The tracks kind of go up to this and disappear.
It's a mouth. Like a legit mouth.
Dwin, I'm not blaming this on you.
I didn't do this.
I said I'm not blaming this on you.
Yet.
Yet. But nothing's out of place and I don't know where to go further. Does anyone have an idea about what happened? Because if this is a mouth and what I assume Dwin thinks is a throat at this point,
Or a slide.
or a slide, or just a hole to every one of us else here, something's down there, and something made this, because this is not the chaos we came from.
Is there, like, from the miners stuff? Like, is there stuff around here? Or do we see the collapse from the... Well, I guess...
No.
No. Okay.
Someone's butt cheeks were either dragged.
Yeah.
Nobody gave me an extra perception check, so you guys...
Actually, I did, but you were in the middle of talking. 22 perception.
Win.
Hmm?
Win. When are you doing the perception check?
I did the perception check right as he was looking at the mouth.
No, pretty much the same thing. It is... It's almost too perfect.
I'm probably going to regret doing this because I don't
think
have.
Shiny
She wouldn't
owlbears.
know. She wouldn't know if any...
She probably thinks
creatures that
shiny
could do
owlbears
this, right?
did this.
You can give me
Arcana
a
check
history.
16.
Oh, I was gonna say, how did I forgot that you reclassed? I'm like, how the hell did you roll such a fucking high Arcana?
16. That's not that high.
It's pretty high, but I also...
I rolled a dice.
Like I
I
said,
have
I-
a 0, so I rolled a 16.
That's fair.
15 for history.
So, let me get to her first.
Okay. Because research.
You do feel... And again, Arcana checks are not detect magic.
Yeah. Well, I can't. Well, I could detect magic.
So,
But
you do kind of feel like there is magic in the air.
I
your
get
whiskers,
the kind of vibe like bad
yeah,
juju is bad.
Yeah,
kind
your
of
whiskers
shit.
definitely feel magic or something like that.
I can cast detect magic.
Please
Hold on.
do.
Wait, you.
What? Yes.
You have heard stories and seen, especially in some of the parts of the forest, of burrowing worms.
That's
WURMS.
WURMS.
Yes, giant, evil.
Like
horrible.
Big Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I
Sandworms.
Trevor.
Yeah. Sandworm kind of worms. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, spice missile.
But that can make a perfect circle kind of mine.
Right.
So it's possible that it could be this, but there's no like.
Way to.
Can
Yeah,
anyone
there's
make
no
water?
way to see. There's no way. There's no
Right.
way.
And she would have read about it, not.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so you don't know if there's any kind of like if they do any kind of excrement or anything along those lines. You wouldn't know. It's just it is the only thing that you could think of that would be able to create a perfect hole like this is either magic or a burrowing massive creature, and it is a big fucking hole. Like
Worms.
the sliding incline of it though is interesting to you
Yeah. Because worms.
because worms.
Question.
Worms.
If
Worms.
okay, we just came through
Oh no.
Ah, dice under the table.
her chaotic. It's right by your foot, like in front of your other foot. Yay! I
I
believe
didn't
you.
step on it. I had a caltrop.
Yay.
We just came through her chaotic excuse for a mine shaft.
Yes.
I'm assuming that this
That's a
perfect
compliment.
circle. Oh no. I'm assuming that this perfect circle that's now here is smaller than her mine shaft.
No, it's
It'd
much
be
bigger. Much bigger.
Which means that it's something that was coming from deeper. It didn't go through your mine shaft.
Correct.
No. Yeah, it looks like it.
So it kind of
Bicep.
busted into where you had.
Yeah, does it keep going the opposite direction?
No. It's ceiling, wall, hole. Back the way you can.
Yeah, I'm seeing, like, we're coming to the end of yours and here's perfect circle.
Yeah.
Which means that it came from that way.
That is a fair assumption.
And there's no tracks on the floor from, like,
No.
if it would have...
No, the
like,
tracks that you guys
returned?
were...
Do the drag marks go to this point?
Yeah, everything kind of goes to this point and stops.
When you made it, was there, like, a dead stop here, or...
Yeah, it was a room, and then this blue stuff was here, and we took it, and then we left because I had to go get food. And now it's open.
Now there's a big hole
Yeah.
in the ground.
Can Gwen, that's
good.
Gwen.
Can Gwen touch the coal thing?
Sure.
Okay. It's cold. Oh no.
Roll me a constitution
I
save.
knew it was gonna happen!
I really want to detect magic.
Oh, I forgot you had said
Like a true geologist.
there. Yeah,
Touch
no,
the
it's
she didn't
new.
like
Like
it.
it's blue, and then it went to cold, and she kind of goes blue, 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 cold, and touch. I'm sorry. You said
Constitution save.
yeah. It doesn't matter. It's where 5.
As you kind of go,
Crap.
doot, 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 your hand kind of sticks to it,
Mm-hmm.
and
Like a tongue on a flagpole.
yep, and due to your nature,
Yeah.
we'll go with that.
Yeah.
It kind of burns as you touch it. It's so cold. You take 5 cold damage.
Great.
This is really cold, you guys. Can I take
I'd
my
like
hand?
to.
And it's almost like, so she's tracing the lines of the blue mineral that's going through. And the blue mineral goes from like pretty sparkly blue to very, very, very blue. And she's tracing, and touch the very, very blue part of it.
Yep.
I'd like to cast detect magic.
Okay.
What modifier should I be using for this?
Well, detect magic is boom. You now can see.
And then it
60.
glows.
Yep. Holy shit! It just got very bright in here for you.
I mean, I feel bad. Juju is bad. What do you? What,
So
what-
you flick on detect magic, and so where she touches and the veins going back further and down are all lit up for you, like you're watching an irradiated vein system.
Guys?
And I think I have to tell you the school of magic that it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's evocation.
Oh, no.
Oops.
Yeah, evocation. Which is for those at home who don't know what that is. That's your standard fireball, ice bolt kind of spells. Like that's your standard elemental magic is what evocation would fall into. And as you kind of go down, like you all 60 feet just have this vein system going down. You don't see anything else other than that, but there's just so many of these because it's a very rich vein where you're at. There's so much of this.
Guys, everything from the mouth on is this really dark blue ice magic, the way it seems. Or as Dwayne just said, really burning cold. It continues down into the mouth. This was caused by magic. This isn't natural. There's danger up front. I say we leave the miners to what had just happened and go the other way. Back out the
There's
chaos.
shinies over there.
But this could be something really cool to learn about.
One might say cold.
I was going to say, one might say there's a bit of a chill
Darn
there.
it!
Death begets new life. We still have our lives to live. If there's death that has already happened, let it have already transpired
But
and
they're
move on.
shinies.
Jen knows her flaws to keep going. But
Well, she's also not a stupid person.
no, she knows better.
Okay,
But
so
shiny.
obviously he's being the voice of logic
Yeah,
and reason.
Dwyn's thinking about it.
CJ, you're gonna kill me for this one. Oh shit, you're really gonna kill me for this
What are
one.
you rolling?
I'm gonna roll persuasion. We should go check this out further.
What persuasion did you just roll?
17 plus 7?
Oh shoot! I think you have to roll against.
Let's call it insight.
Insight?
Yeah, that's usually the social. Yeah, that's usually the social stat.
Did she take the 5 points when she touched it, or when she ripped her hand off? Or is her
17
hand still-
plus
When she
11?
touched it, basically.
Okay.
I don't believe you.
Oh.
So I pretty much have 28. I call
27 or 24, so.
I call bullshit.
But there's shinies down there.
Shinies exist everywhere in this world.
But not these shinies, as I pull
This
the rock out
shiny
of my-
was called. This shiny is caused by magic.
Oh, all shinies are magical, sir.
No, true magic. Magic that causes pain. She got hurt.
Fuck, we're screwed.
What? No!
No,
I saw the look on your face, don't even, motherfucker.
he's not rolling because
I mean,
he's
fabulous
things
DM,
are
don't lie to
happening.
me.
Rolling anything to harm you guys?
No,
No.
everything is fine.
But see, my
If you
fear
want
is
to
if
die, I will allow it. But I don't have diamonds to resurrect you.
Because these aren't diamonds.
No, these are not diamonds.
No, I know.
This is not a diamond mine. Or the town would be a lot more,
The town would be a lot more rich, and I'd have a lot better than Red's simple non-apple ale.
so...
Though Twang loves to call it apple.
Apple.
Apple. I could use some apple, since I'm not getting shinies. Fine.
You guys heading back out?
I kind of turn on my heels.
It's up to them. I'm just trying to be the voice of reason of what I see as just by simple touch, Dwayne has gotten 5 damage.
Did we notice that, by the way?
Yeah, she said ow. She said cold.
Yeah.
Ow.
Okay.
Which prompt me to use detect magic to check the entire thing because I don't have stuff to bring them back from the dead except as body parts at this point.
But so also, just so you know, with your detect magic, like as the normal eyes see where the dark blue becomes just the very pretty blue of what she has, that is no longer magic.
I'm kind of standing back away.
So it's almost like there's a wall between where it is magic and is not magic.
I'm playing at the not magical wall, just kind of doing this with my claw.
Yeah, you don't have the equipment really to.
I know. I'm just poking at it. Leave me alone, butthead.
Twang, Dwayne, Harun, what do you think? Pride, you will do your own thing. I already know this.
You're not wrong in that.
But I have a feeling you think the same way as me at this point.
Is there any
It's not
sound
worth it.
coming from down? Like any helps? Do I need to roll?
Give me if you're listening now, and there's a difference between seeing perception and listening perception.
Yeah,
So.
no, I got you.
21.
It's an unnatural 20.
Okay.
21.
Okay.
17.
20.
Okay. There's wind down there. No voices or anything like that, though. It's kind of there's a strong wind sound coming from down there.
Why is there wind coming from down there?
Spooky.
He whispers, "Hi."
Hello, wind.
Hello. Dead. Quack, 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 quack.
The wind is alive.
Listen to the wind. We should fuck off.
The colors of the wind. There's so many things to investigate and learn about. But
You want to
I don't
live to learn
wanna
about
die.
other things?
I don't want to die.
Alright, so heading back the way that you came. How long does detect magic last for, by the way? 10 minutes? You want to say?
I'm going to say 10 minutes.
Oh, hold on.
I think so.
Probably enough for us to get back up the tunnel.
Yeah.
10 minutes.
The reason why I was asking is because as you're walking, there's kind of, and now that you're not really trying to be stealthy, you're able to pick up pace and stuff like that a little bit more. You do begin feeling and detecting a necromantic kind of stain on one of the walls.
Is the wall towards the collapse?
Yes.
Oh, no.
It's not super strong.
But I still basically feel its taint.
Yeah. And it's not really an object per se.
No, it's
Like
a
it
feeling.
is almost like it's a feeling, and it is a positive. Like your magic radar is kind of blinking, like it is a positive. I am detecting this magic, but it is not like that pickaxe is infused with necromantic energy.
Yeah. It's all over the place at this.
Yeah.
It's like scattered background radiation.
Exactly.
It's
That's
Chernobyl.
Yeah. It's almost like if you set off a fireball, you would still be able to detect.
We're not standing on top of the elephant's foot at this point.
Yeah, exactly. It's almost like if you set off a fireball, you'd still be able to detect the evocation magic in the area after the fireball left.
We should leave.
Why?
I feel death afoot. And not just death in terms of natural death, but death in terms of magic.
I kind of get the bad vibe of Juju was bad, so I
Do we want to try and break down the...
Fuck them, they're dead. Do
Alright.
we owe them anything? No. Except for
pride.
the Dragonborn who owes some sort of package that we have no idea what it is.
I mean, Pride, you'd be able to hear them. I hear nothing. If I hear nothing, then
Pride's going to, as you guys go past the cave in again. Kind of looks at it.
Do you want me to
Don't you
move the earth?
No.
That would
No,
be a bad choice. Even I'm gonna say that.
I don't feel like hearing him bitch anymore. He's going to take one of the rocks. He goes, point me at a rock that has your magic that you're claiming is there.
I point to the collapsed tunnel wall.
He kind of grabs a good-sized rock and pulls it off. Holds it up to your face, and yeah, it feels like dark energy kind of sweeping over it.
Take that away. That feels like necromantic magic at this point. Pride. I just said it's necromantic magic at this point.
But wait, aren't you a necromancer?
I may be part of death, and I respect it,
Puts in his bag.
but there's no reason to follow that path.
Pride has one spoopy rock.
Twin debated taking some of the cold rock.
You're welcome to the rock, and to bring it with us, but I'm not going down that path. I have things to prove and goals to accomplish. I'm not going to my death.
That's fair.
The best part of being at the table is I can make Scott kind of twitch.
What did I
I
roll?
notice I keep doing these.
So you guys head back out of the mines.
I'm heading back out of the mine. If they follow, they follow.
Yeah.
I'm walking very pouty face, going, pawing at the wall every once in a while when I see shinies.
We'll find you a shiny some other time.
But I like these shinies. Gotta cut my
I
rock.
will get you a Goku.
Senzumi.
I want these shinies. But Daddy, I want these shinies.
This is your thing to deal with, not mine.
I can get you a 5-foot cube of those shinies. If
Alright.
you want a 5-foot cube of those shinies.
I couldn't carry a 5-foot cube with those shinies. But I could.
Everyone else has
Break
heard
it.
shiny at the table.
Probably doesn't care about your stupid shinies.
Probably doesn't care, and the voice of logic is
She
going,
doesn't have,
we're
like,
going to die. We're going to
miner's
die. Why are we
tools.
in a mine? Half of us are forest creatures. Why are we in a fucking mine?
And I'm a cat.
Are there any pickaxes or anything laying around?
Yeah, there's pickaxes around.
Do I not chop some off? Up.
No, it's probably better we
Don't.
don't make more noise than we already have.
Okay.
Alright. So you guys head back, and there is as you guys get out of the cave, and there's definitely her picture of herself.
I think Amos will love this. If he survived. Which he probably didn't.
I don't know.
There does look like there were people around here recently. And it's, especially with your passive perception, you're able to pick up on there's been somebody here relatively recently.
After we left
Yes.
and came back. Which has been how long?
Half hour maybe? Most. It's not like they didn't go super deep into this mine yet. So actually no. It's been about an hour.
It's been about an hour.
Yeah.
And the path we followed along was pretty much a straight path, then a right. Was
Yep.
there any other path past the straight than the right?
No.
So
Because
we
she
would-
closed off her other one.
Yeah. So we would have noticed if someone had come down to our left,
Correct.
our position, which means they could have fallen outside of my light source.
Right.
Are the other tracks from the outside? Like they were outside the mine, or they in?
They're
okay.
outside the mine.
Okay. So then we don't need light source 'cause it's still the day. Do they go back towards the city?
He's able to discern. Yeah, they kind of come up and they leave. Like they're going back in the way of the city, but I mean that's
Yeah.
Not really saying much.
Okay.
Is it how many tracks?
3?
3?
Yeah.
Do they look dwarven size? Do they look halfling size? Do they look...
Juju sized.
Oh, they're not giant or anything like
They're
that.
not like me.
They're normal humanoid sized.
Well, normal is saying a bunch, considering humans really don't exist. So...
What is this human?
That's humanoid.
Humanoid.
I said humanoid. I am taking careful not to say humans.
So there looks to be about 3 sets of tracks. They go back towards town. And this is recent. They weren't there an hour ago. Either it's Beignet and someone else coming up to check the town. I could go for Beignet at this point too.
Yep.
And some coffee.
Yep.
And some bacon. Especially the bacon.
Since he said that, do they look like they went into like the outside camp of the mine, or like they walked into the mine?
Yeah, they went
saw
to the outside.
picture?
They saw one set is going into the mine
Uh-huh.
and then back out.
Okay.
To go to the camp that's out there. By this time, by the way, the tarp is completely collapsed in.
Because of snow?
Just snow, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no. And it's very obvious that there's like this green tarp, and then there's just a fuck ton of snow on top of it. And as you guys know through the night, yeah, it came down pretty good overnight, and just non-stop, and nobody treating those. It was held up by wood, so it just collapsed under pressure.
Snap.
Yep. And it's nothing major, and it's very obvious, there's a piece of the wood that was holding it up that way, and one's directly underneath it. It is
Okay.
either somebody... So, sorry, there is a chance that somebody could have broken a piece of wood and made the thing collapse. But it is fairly obvious that you guys are a good, smart, intelligent team, actually. At least wise team. Yeah, it's not hard to determine that it's snow-related injury. Snow-related tarpetry.
There's no one to blame.
Yes, there's no one to blame. Perfect.
Do we follow the tracks?
Does this mean the mine is snowed in?
Do we go back to Red?
What would you guys like to do?
I would like to talk to Red and the town to tell them of what happened and to let the people's families who have possibly died know.
Sounds reasonable.
I agree.
Head bomb.
So, you guys begin to head the way back. Are you guys just going at normal clip, not really taking time?
I don't feel safe because of what I've seen in the mine.
Okay.
So I'm staying at the ready
Okay.
with my shield and my warhammer
Okay.
out.
So it's going to take a little bit longer if you guys are kind of just walking at battle pace.
Mm-hmm.
It's not super much longer, just kind of... You do notice that about 3/4 of the way towards town, one of the sets of footprints
Veers off.
veers off to the woods.
Oh.
You know that's where your camp is.
But he can't say anything.
You can say.
Fine, he
he
can say
can-
things, but
You can
like,
say, it all depends on whether or not he's heard these
heard.
types of words before.
yeah. So what have you heard?
Or you could just...
Or does he not want to say anything?
Or you could pantomime something.
And
And pretty much at this point, I'm pretty sure you're just perched off my back so you don't have to walk.
Do any of the steps, do they look like... Is it possible to tell if they look hurried or anything? Are they just normal steps? Is it...
Are they spaced out, leisurely, like what we're walking? Or are they,
yeah,
somebody running? Or is
they're kind of scattered. They're not walking in a straight line perfectly. They're also not walking side to side. They're just kind of walking.
Okay.
They're not trying to hide their footprints by stepping in the previous ones or anything like that.
Okay.
It's just...
So you understand where I was trying to go.
Yeah,
Thank
we're
you.
not Tuscan rating this at all. It is just...
Okay.
It appears to be 3 sets, until you get to a point where one set veers off towards the only one who knows in that direction, because even Pride and Peru Run, while they were there, and you didn't really see this either, came from the town direction, which is kind of this way, and going back this way is the footprints, and then one goes this way towards where eventually the way that he would normally take to and from town, and the way that you knew how to get to town as well, would meet up at his, in the direction of his camp.
Okay.
I don't want to say goes to his camp because there's a big forest that way, so
Right.
So
not great forest.
But we
big
see
forest.
the path.
but we see
Yeah.
we see the tracks.
Right.
As you were saying, I'm on your back because it's
Mm-hmm.
easy.
Yeah.
And, like, you know,
It gives you a
vantage
better
point, too.
view.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
So I see the. Do I see the tracks before they do veer off because I'm a little higher, or you see it all about the same time?
I'd say probably at the same time. He probably gets ahead of it and gets before you, so you being near him kind of lead. Like his head will probably look the way that one is going, and you'll catch his eye and look that way too, and that's how you would discover that it would go.
So once I realize the direction they're going, I hop off his back, look at him, and then look down into the forest. Hello, hello, hello. Start moving slowly in that direction.
All right. Give me a stealth roll.
26?
Okay. Anybody else going with him?
I'm gonna protect my burb,
All right.
but I can't really. Well, I really don't have a great
21. Because all I see is a door burb going down the walkway.
17.
Okay. Good job, Pride. Not in that one.
Yeah.
Natural 2.
Fortunately,
He has a really good stealth. He has plus 8 on stealth, so
I mean, I've got a plus 6, so that says something.
yeah, I did stupid things to
I know you
Frickin'
do stupid things to
Pride. Normally, I don't min-max as hard as I min-max on Pride. What'd you get?
17.
Okay. As far as you guys know, you are not being tracked or seen. So you follow the single footprints, trying to be careful not to leave too scattered of your own, trying to be super...
Tusken Raider.
Yeah.
We're kind of trying to step in those previous tracks at this point.
Sadly, Pride being...
Pride and I have pretty much just dragging up an entire trench of it.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Can we put a broom on his tail and just have him the whole way?
Not with a 10 on stealth, you can't.
Okay,
Tail
so
is
maybe
up
he's
at
leaving
this
butt
point.
prints along the way. I don't know.
You get eventually, slowly, and at this point, it's you guys woke up slightly before sunrise because that's what happened.
That's just the way it worked.
And so it's still pretty early in the morning. The morning sun still hasn't fully hit anywhere close to its tip, so it's still cold and kind of that winter morning feel of being up north. It's just beautiful and kind of weirdly sad at the same time.
Melancholic.
Yeah, and you get to your camp, and the footprints just keep going, and they go into your camp. And there is somebody lit a fire, and it's kind of embering out at this point, so it's still relatively new. And there's no one else there.
Did the tracks go anywhere else that we can
They
see?
go up to the fireplace. There is a log that's there that you sat on that got cleared off, and nothing else that
Was
you could
there
see.
anything else in your camp?
big fuck off pile of wood.
Besides the big old pile of wood. Tent, chests, bags.
Or did you break all that down as you came into town?
I probably would have left the tent. I figured I'd be coming back to it.
Okay.
I didn't think it was going to be
So, yeah, there's a tent.
hitting out with you guys.
I want to I want to investigate the tent.
Okay.
Just to be sure.
I'm gonna perception the tent, like standing back from it because I'm not stupid.
Is there anything else like in the surrounding area?
10.
You make perception, yep. 10. You don't really see anything.
I see a tent.
Yeah, it's a tent.
Yeah, and I'm going into the tent with a 18. Yeah.
19 on perception.
Okay.
16 for the surrounding area.
Okay.
That's not.
We're a very observant crew.
Yeah.
We're very careful.
Perceptions everywhere.
We don't trust someone.
So you're doing investigation or you're doing perception? Okay. So, Team Big and Little, especially Little, goes into the tent, and you can't get into the tent.
Of course.
You get your big ass head in the tent.
I can stick my head in.
And that's about it. But you don't notice any footprints that go to the tent. The tent looks utterly undisturbed. And to a point where it, again, almost looks like it's about to collapse because there's so much snow on it. This is kind of a glen in the forest, so there's not a lot of stuff keeping the snow from coming down on top of it. So it looks like it might have an hour or two more before it collapses in on itself.
I had a sturdy tent.
Yeah. I mean...
You did good, kid. You did good.
It's not your first time just sitting in a woods. The surrounding areas, you find not a lot.
Okay.
It does, you kind of see the same thing. You look around, you kind of do a big sweep of the area as they're kind of investigating the camp. You get into your more comfortable surroundings, which is the actual forest itself. You don't really see anything either. You get animal footprints.
Right.
You get normal markings on trees and stuff like that. There's no humanoid footprints, anything like that going out.
Okay.
It goes up to the fire, the log is cleared off, and then nothing.
They don't go anywhere else?
No.
There's nothing in the trees?
Nope.
We're in a glade, apparently, so we're pulled back from
Oh,
trees.
that's right.
Yeah, she goes out of her way to go around and check.
There's nothing in the sky.
Nope.
Nothing in the tree line.
A sun that's annoyingly bright.
Probably clouds.
Yeah.
Well, where do
But yeah, it doesn't look like anything was disturbed. Except for the fire, which was lit, and the log.
Where do the feet go? They stop at the fire and they don't
Is
go
there
anywhere
anything
else.
missing?
Looks around a little bit. None.
I want to passive project.
Whoa!
Blah, blah, blah,
Passive
blah.
projection!
Words.
Passive perception to see if there's anything. There's no signs of struggle, no signs of blood,
Nope.
no signs of someone potentially being picked up from the sky,
Nope.
or are there any return footprints out of his camp?
Nope.
Yeah, they stop.
Yeah, the only returning footprints look a lot like her footprints.
What do you mean?
When you walked out and came back.
Oh,
She did it!
Yeah, the only
It was Dwayne
the only
in the
footprints
hallway
are
with the candlestick.
The only footprints that are outside of this are your guys' and hers going into the forest.
What do you guys want to do? This is odd. Just like everything in this area.
yeah.
Do you see any shiny shit like you saw in the cave?
The sun.
like magical shiny shit?
Oh,
Detect magic's off at this point.
can I?
And
Are
until
there
we
any
take a
animals
rest,
around?
I'm not going to see shit.
Not really that you can see.
Dang it!
Never an animal when you need one.
I know. I have speak with animals prepared.
The day after I could talk to my squirrel friend.
Yeah,
And he ran away before you could.
I know. And there's no squirrels in the surrounding area to ask, or birds, or anything.
I did not know that. Something.
Arcana check 16. Is there any arcana in the area?
Yes.
What do I see with the 16? Or what do I feel with the 16?
It's kind of ambient arcane. See,
Anything
the
out of the normal?
problem with using arcane rolls for kind of feeling like that is...
Do I sense any magic in the area other than the magical peoples that I am around currently?
No, you don't get detect magic. Using arcane like that is usually used for like learning spells or reading arcanic runes or things like that. Like using it as kind of a emotion is weird, but you do get a magic something.
Who's ever got a high nature check might want to check the area to see if we actually have animals or something might be off.
I did. Right?
Can perception. It's just you see.
I
she
did a
saw
perception and
footprints.
then
Not
she looked-
perception, nature. Nature would reveal a little bit more, you'd be able to tell.
What if like animals were scared away?
Yeah, that would be a little bit more. I mean, it would be.
Is there any?
tracking
Well, are
footprints,
there?
stuff
Okay.
like that? That would be more
Are there any
survival.
noises, like normal forest noises right
Yeah,
now?
normal forest noises.
Okay.
Normal
Well, then
morning
things are around.
forest noises.
At this point, I can't explain where these footprints went. And without taking a rest, I can't check the magic in the area. And I don't feel safe stopping here.
I don't. Well, we can follow those other two footprints
I
and see
do
where
need a
they
beer,
go, and see where the other two went.
Okay. You guys going back that way?
Go back to town.
Yeah.
All right. Are you breaking down your
Yeah,
stuff
I
further?
quickly break down my tent
Okay.
because I don't feel weird about having somebody possibly nearby.
Okay.
My-
Knowing your
my-
location.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have visitors often?
I doubt Twang probably invites people over that much.
Dwayne
Party.
doesn't know.
Bacon. Taco. Party. My place.
All
I mean,
right.
he's probably a really good beatboxer at this point.
You guys make your way back to town, and by this point, it's getting to be closer to business hours for things. So things are open. People are existing.
And the two sets of the other tracks came
They
into
head
town,
directly into town.
and then do they get
They get caught up in kind of everything.
paper scoopers?
You have the town wizard kind of prestidigitationing as
The
a snow
streets.
blower.
That's funny.
It's a living.
Then Dwayne will head
Good job, buddy. Good
to
job.
Reds. Oh,
Good morning, dearie.
unless there's another place for the miners to
I'm
meet.
not here yet.
I'm sorry, I was thinking, I was like, would Reds be the best place for, like, is there, like, a mining?
Reds appears and then 2 walks away.
I'm sorry.
I gotta take this call. I'll be right back.
Is there, like a mining business
Office?
building? Yeah, thank you. Oh, my gosh.
Mining business building.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's your home. There's a home office, and you only know that mainly because that is where Amos has told you to go several times, and you've never went. If you're gonna work, you have to do it legally. If you're gonna work, you have to do it legally. And so a little voice pops in your head. If you're gonna work,
You
do it legally. You have to go here and fill out these forms. Dwayne, this is the last time I'm going to tell you. Now I'm most likely dead.
No!
It is your
That's so
fault.
mean!
It's all your fault.
There's probably laughter in her head after that. Not from her.
little
Yeah.
pixie voice for whatever reason picks up.
No, she'll head to the miner's office
Okay.
instead of Red's.
There's a very grumpy looking half elf behind a desk,
Oh,
filling out. Just kind of. It's still morning, early morning, so it's or earlier morning, so he's kind of settling in, kind of doing that looking busy thing because it's too goddamn early to actually do anything.
Too early to actually busy.
So moving papers from one pile to another, even though he's not looking at any of the papers.
That's funny.
And I'm making Scott realize that I'm describing 8 a.m. office life everywhere.
You're describing 6 months of our life.
Yes, exactly.
That's funny. Good morning.
Oh, good morning.
I would take that over my 6 months. Last 38 days of my life.
Yeah, seriously.
I would take that over the past 3 months.
Good morning. Welcome to. Oh God, I never thought of the mining company name.
Miners Association. I don't know.
Good morning. How can I help you?
It's owned by Amos, so
Famous Amos Mining.
it's a yay mining company.
Yay, mining!
Yay, mining.
It's why doing a attraction to it.
There's a bunch of things. I was trying to think of where to start. Did the next shift ever go to the mine? If they did go to the mine, what happened? There has been a collapse / interference in the mine, and all of the miners from yesterday morning shift are unaccounted for.
Did you fill out all the forms in triplicate?
Well, at that point.
Good morning!
Okay. I do know that they never came back yesterday. Never reported back in. There is no second shift. Nobody is stupid enough to go into the mines at night.
Except me! I should have known that.
Well, you never followed policy.
We did receive reports that they didn't report in last night after their shift ended. We had a couple people from the other shifts go and look.
I thought there wasn't another shift.
Well, other
Day
crew.
shift.
Other crew.
Crew.
Yeah.
Sorry, crew, not shift. Other crew go and check out, and they reported back that it looked like it had been abandoned.
How many
But you
people?
said there was a collapse?
Yeah. A collapse
Oh.
and then a hole. And a longer hole. Like a mouth.
And
Starts furiously writing all this down.
and it hurt.
And it hurt. Oh, it was cold. Yeah. The
Well, it's
blue,
winter, dear.
yeah, but like the walls hurt. They were really cold. And I touched it, and it touched me. No.
You touched me back.
No. It was so cold, it like zapped me. And it was the blue stuff that they were mining, and then it turned into white and really cold and frozen, and you can, I don't know if you can see anything.
Yeah, it's still frostbite. Like,
Yeah. See?
Well, you might have a hard time telling on you. You have like
Yeah,
red mark
it's
on
white.
your hand.
Yeah.
And I'm not
And
healing
claw.
that.
Claw.
He looks and goes,
She can do it herself.
"Oh, this is
Yeah.
This
Are
is-
there any things in the mines that like tunnel? Like creatures? Oh, worms. I already know that. Maybe worms?
there's worms in there."
I don't know. I've heard about worms because they kind of tunnel.
They have worms.
And it was, perfectly
They have ointments for that.
everything. And
There might be a
it
pill
sounded
for
like
that.
what I've read in a book before.
He immediately picks up this crystal
Oh. Shiny.
and
What does that do?
speaks into it, and you can hear there's no problem. He's not trying to hide anything. Boss, you need to get here immediately. We have reports of a cave-in and possibly more devastation. Ye's crew never returned home. Please come quick. And the crystal kind of vibrates. Vibrates again, and he holds it up to his ear. Puts the crystal back down, stands up from his desk. Please wait here.
Okay.
Are there any other people who were with you?
I've since fucked off to Red's Tavern
Oh, hi! I'm here now. The call got over. Congratulations.
to get coffee and bacon. Hopefully a beignet.
I mean, there were... Yeah. They weren't, like, with me, but, you know, like, we went down there, and so, you know.
So they were with you,
Yeah.
but they weren't with you.
Yeah. You know.
I have
We're
probably
not, like,
taken...
a party or, like, a team or anything. It was just like, oh, hey, I'm going down here. They're like, oh, we're going down. What was that?
And
Stop.
in comes a very imposing individual. Very imposing individual.
Familiar individual?
No.
Oh, dear.
You've never seen this man before. Really, the only people who would probably have seen him are the two people who came and just started making large amounts of noises in town and demanded to see the supervisor of the town. Because they're the most goddamn important people here and they need to be respected for not mentioning any names.
I've taken the burb with me so
Is
he can get some breakfast.
He is...
Big and small are gonna go be safe away from these people.
Like,
ducks
I
down
made
and
the right choice.
ducks down and kind of scoots to the side and
What
stands
is
up in the
this?
room. And he is a very large man, easily 10 feet tall.
What is it? What kind of?
You would have seen these guys before. He is a Goliath.
Oh, cool. Hello there.
Immediately starts taking notes.
Yeah, no, she is. She's like reading. She's like, Paul, how's the weather up there?
I could see his retort being
Blinks as he looks down at you.
inside.
Are you you're the person that reported that we had a... Well, you wouldn't have heard that. When he comes in, what's this I heard about a collapse?
There's a collapse in the mine. I don't know if it's a collapse because of how, like, the dirt fell, but their path is closed because of dirt. And things.
You're Dwin, correct?
You know my name!
Amos has spoken about you.
Enthusiastically shaking nods head. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, you
I've been working with
sweet
him
child.
and the other
He's
one.
teaching me stuff.
Who's
Thanks.
on? Yeah.
Spec.
Who's on the other crew?
Spec.
Okay.
Spec
Yeah.
the...
Well, he's no longer just a speck. He's more of a sphere.
He's many specs.
You saw the collapse.
Yes.
Did you witness the actual collapse of itself since you were
No.
participating in his crew?
I was with Amos this morning, and then
This
we
morning?
yesterday morning. Thank you. Yesterday morning, and then Amos wanted me to go with him to get lunch from Red's, and so we did that, and then he took back off to the mine, and I was talking to Red for a little bit, and then I went, and then the mine was quiet by the time I got back, and we waited, because I tried to send like a messenger just to see if it was safe, and then we went down into the mine, and we saw the collapse, and then there was another tunnel, and then there was a new tunnel that was like shiny.
I love
This is the best.
None of us are named. We.
This is the best.
So I'm hoping CJ, Master DM, who
We.
We? I said we. Yeah.
Who is we?
There's a few others that I met along the way at Red's, and then we kind of all went together, and then they're not with me now. I don't know where they went.
I hate to say it, but Twin is starting to sound like a schizophrenic here. Like, we! Yes, we! They're not with me, though. It's quiet now.
Wait, I did say we.
Can you describe this we to me?
W-E, we. It means
Who were you with?
Small bird, Catwoman, Lion Man.
Oh my fucking god!
Who is your god?
Why would you fuck him?
Continue thinking notes.
Yeah, do Goliaths have gods? Are you Stone Goliath or you
He
Goliath?
turns
I love
around.
how I'm forgotten.
and
No, she was gonna say it, but he cut
know.
me off. I was like, because I'm like, she knows what furbolgs are, so she could just say furball, but she doesn't know.
He heard Lion Man is
And it was
out
over.
there.
He's just gone.
And-
Probably no.
Oh, Pride is not able to be missed. You, like,
No.
yeah.
I guess she follows.
Yes, of course, that shit everywhere.
Oops, have a
And
day.
yeah, boom, boom, boom,
He is
boom,
high noon
boom,
Escanor all day, every day.
Where are you?
Boosh! Opens
Go.
up Red's door.
How do you... Oh yeah, she said Reds.
No, he just knows where you're staying.
Does this mean Pride sitting there goes, yo!
Baruran, Pride!
Hi. Joanne kind of peeks around the other side.
Twin, what happened?
I don't know what's happening anymore.
It's gonna be weird. I'm not gonna have Pride argue with this guy because it's the same,
Yeah,
very
no, do
similar
it.
voice.
Oh.
Okay,
Do
fine.
it.
Do it!
Hold on, I don't
For
have
the
anything-
memes.
I don't have anything else to drink. This is gonna kill me.
Do
Yeah,
it for them.
no, I can't.
What? What were you doing in my mine?
He dragged me there!
Investigating if your people were stupid enough to get their asses killed.
They were.
Which they were. There's some necromantic magic, and
Hold out a rock.
and in this mouth throat thing that
They're shiny.
sweet Dwayne has described.
Yes, there's a mouth in the vine now.
It's not really a mouth.
Hello,
it's
hello,
just how she
hello.
described it. It's more of
The mouth
evocation.
talked.
Goliath, quiet. Let me finish.
He
That's a
bristled at
mistake!
this.
I don't care.
Dad.
Evocation magic has taken place. Your people are missing, and there's problems. You need to figure out what's going on there and protect your people. But we're not. Well, I'm
We're
not.
not
And
doing
You
it.
absolutely are coming with me.
Go fuck yourself.
Cool.
Loud person, remember, don't trust.
He gets down in your face. Go and give me an insight check. To work against his intimidation just now. Tell him there's a chance you succeed.
19 plus. You said insight?
Yeah.
So 25?
Oh, shoot.
Alright, give me another one. Because that's exactly what he rolled.
Well, I can add on the observant if you want. I was being kind.
Cool. Give me another one.
It's like a constant
That's going to be a no.
stare.
That's gonna be a no.
That's
We
gonna be
both-
a, oh shit, he's bigger than me.
You saw what happened.
Hi, Burr.
You're going to bring your tiny little ass with me now.
We saw the after effects.
You're only
not-
2-8 higher than me, and I need a short rest before I can see it again. So I'm gonna have my coffee, my bacon.
No!
No.
Opposing strength checks. Give me a strength save.
Twins like giving the package back to Red.
I'm gonna.
I couldn't
wait.
deliver this.
Ruan's gonna
19.
go over and get Twang.
Bush!
You rolled a net 20 on it?
He has a crazy high strength
Oh.
score.
Well, I can't detect magic or see it without a short rest. So I ain't gonna see shit.
That's fine, he's still dragging your ass with him.
Oh dear.
Hey, I remember those tracks.
Hang on. What's his... Oh, it's a high drag. Never mind.
No, he's a
He's
Goliath.
a Goliath.
Yeah, because I was gonna say, what's his drag at?
Oh yeah, she said hi, dragon.
Hi, dragon.
I wish I was a high dragon.
Big dragon. Whoosh.
Puff magic dragon.
Kind of eventually, as it gets to the point where it gets you out of town and it finally stops dragging you.
Did you have enough of a rest?
This wasn't a short rest, and I didn't finish my coffee. You're an ass.
Why did he only pull you?
Because he's the one who actively...
I actively engaged because I saw it. I'm the one that actually saw what happened.
With this man, he's scary.
Yeah, even Pride's just like... I'm not stupid.
Prideful, not stupid.
You only pick battles.
So Pride follows him
I'm
after.
following my code about being honest about what I see.
Pride's following. And as he's dragging you, look behind him, Pride's just walking behind you.
Pride, can you get me some coffee,
no,
please?
Dwin's following. She gave the thing back to Red.
Does someone have coffee?
Pride has this flask of coffee with him.
Share, fucker.
Bite me, asshole.
I like you.
So yeah, eventually he stops dragging you, and you take the walk back.
Twin's mind of pain.
Oops.
I didn't want to come back here.
I didn't mean to come back here. Well, I mean, I didn't mean for you to come back here. I mean, I figured I was going to come back here because I've been here, and I don't know. Yeah.
So you guys get to the entrance to the mine. Dwin, explain.
I have. I came back with after. Crap. Hang on. Yesterday morning.
What's the picture?
Oh yeah, that was our note. Because when we went in, we were like, "Hey, here's a note to let you know what's happening. That we're going in, and it's quiet, and people are missing." Isn't it pretty?
He kind of begins walking into the mine, and he looks at himself, because it's obvious that once you guys get open after the entrance to the mine, it starts getting where you were bumping your head and bumping into things.
Funk.
He pulls out a bee from his shirt and squeezes something and shrinks about half his size.
What?
What
What was that?
Oh yes.
How'd you do that? What's your name?
Boss.
That's not a name.
What's his name?
He actually kind of reaches into his bag and pulls out an identification.
Is it made of stone?
Yes. It is actually it looks
Boss
like
stone.
His name is Ian Boss.
His first name is Boss.
What's his last name?
His last name? Wow.
Yeah.
I got mixed up because his last name is Blast.
Boss Blast?
Yes.
BB! What's up, BB?
And you know his name, and everybody refers to him as Boss because you would thought he's the boss.
Boss, yeah. No, that
Yes,
makes sense.
and
Yes, and
Alright.
he is, and it's not really like the mayor. He is like, since it is a mining town, it's more run like a corporation. Like he actually kind of owns the town, and
That's horrifying.
I mean, it's a peaceful town that makes money, and that's kind of how old West towns were.
He's horrifying.
You had a boss of the town. Like, if a town existed for a reason, especially when that reason is commerce, you usually had a boss who was kind of acting mayor. Most of the time, the person who ran the city was the sheriff, though.
Aren't they shitting?
The boss, I mean, yeah, he didn't really need a sheriff. There is one, but not really very busy.
It'd probably help that he's in the know.
Nope.
And he's drunk the entire time.
Boss, what was his last name?
Blast.
Blast.
And you know from Goliath that their especially their surnames are just kind of something that was said at one point, and they thought it was cool, so they kind of just run with it. So there's Stone, there's Mountain, there's Blast, there's Thunder, there's God. Like, it's something that was said once upon a time, and just sounded cool. So that was somebody's name, and then it was Blast's son, and then it kind of became just their surnames as they became more and more civilized. And
I wouldn't say they're civilized at this point.
Just
telling me that dozens of my people are dead.
I don't care.
CJ, completely off topic.
Yes.
People got stuck in the gondolas at Disney tonight. For the
Good
first
job.
time. They're evacuated and currently. My phone just went. Like, I've got all of it off except for emergent news, and Orlando happens to be one of them. Yeah, they got stuck on the new Skyliner gondolas and are currently being evacuated by rescue crews.
Damn it! Why do I use all the cool evacs?
Oh.
Yeah, that'd be pretty sweet.
No.
Yes.
That's a whole lot of fuck no.
Yes. Worse getting stuck over the Kuranda rainforest.
Don't even go there. Fuck off. I'm never going to go back on that. I hate you.
So you guys get back to where the cave-in is.
Hello,
He looks at it.
Hello.
Reaches in, pulls out another bead,
Is it still a hello dead echoing?
With fuck.
presses the, squeezes one of the pearls, and, his hand begins glowing, holds it up, and just,
His iron fist.
boof!
What are those?
My ancestors' beads of power.
So they're balls.
You said your weird worm tunnel was down this way, right?
Yeah.
We're not going that way.
Oh, okay. There's only that way.
Can any of you, since he's a whiny little bitch cake,
You didn't let me take a short rest,
can
fucker.
any of you detect magic of any kind?
Not today.
It's part of my character.
You can only do it every other Tuesday. Here, CJ.
Yay.
I need a nap or coffee.
I didn't think
Which
it was
someone
important
didn't let
to
me
have
get.
detect magic in a mine. I was like, man, I don't need that spell. Oops. I do have dispel magic.
Read your dirt sheet.
Well, I just didn't think I needed a 3rd level spell at that
So
time.
as he, you hear scabber.
Shiny owlbears.
Is very they're not even trying to. Do any of you speak Goblin?
Wait.
Oh god.
I mean, probably.
No, I don't.
Theoretically, if I can see them speaking, can I see them bells?
No.
Then I can't see that they're saying.
You primarily just hear gibbering as it echoes off the walls.
Is there anything draconic in sound?
No, it's definitely.
Would I
Doesn't
recognize
happen.
that as...
Boss,
I don't think
I
you've
blame-
ever heard goblins. I don't think I've ever thrown goblins at you in this game.
Would it be an insight or perception?
In history.
Mm.
Oh. What do I know?
History.
History. Everyone take a history check.
Nope.
Nope. It would have been a 0 modifier anyway.
16.
10.
I'm with
You
mine.
know of goblins.
Yeah, roughly goblinish. But, goblinoid speak is a broad language. You would have had probably red caps where you're at that speak a kind of Puerto Rican kind of dialect for goblin.
Okay.
She's to her forest is in Florida.
No, Florida's more Cuban. Less Puerto Rican.
That's New
Lot of-
York. She's from the New York part of the forest.
Jersey. They're from
They're
goblins.
Goblin, New Jersey! Oh, God!
That sounds awful.
They're goblins. It doesn't matter.
Jersey Shore goblins. Just
Oh,
saying.
no.
Oh, wake up.
They're all.
It got
Snoopy
worse.
wants to smush.
Oh my god. Brain, no. No Snooki goblins.
Yeah,
No.
smush,
No,
smush.
it's
All right,
already-
guys.
They're
Smush,
all
smush.
orange.
We're going to wrap up here for this episode before we
We're
get
ending
further.
on Snooki goblins.
Yes, we're ending this episode on Snooki Goblins. We love you guys. Patreon.com/geekio if you want to support the stream and everything that we do. Geek-io.net/discord for fun, exciting chatting with us anytime, day or night. We love you. Be good to one another. We will see you next week.
Bye. She snores to be goblins of terror. Fine.